Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and if not, I hope your day gets better. So in this video, we are going to be doing my left hand, and they are my other vacation nails. I was gonna do the same set that I did on my right hand, and if you guys seen that video, I posted it on Sunday. I will talk a little bit more about that video. I will talk about more about just about everything, but first things first is let's get started. So I usually don't leave this part in, and usually I already have my peel off base coat ready to go and stuff, but this time I'm starting off a little bit different. I am going to want these nails to last a little bit longer, so we're gonna do prep from start to finish. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this round cuticle ball bit, and I'm just gonna go ahead and work this around the cuticle area, just removing all the dead skin and stuff around the cuticle area and the sidewalls. Once I was done with that, I am going to go ahead and go in with my fine grit sanding band, and I'm just going to go ahead and remove the shine off the tip. Now, I did want to mention for this sanding band, it is a 240 grit. So I'm just going to go ahead and buff off the shine off the tips on all the nails. Now this part is totally optional, but I am going to go ahead and go in with my cuticle nippers, and I'm just going to be removing just whatever dead skin I lifted. I do this because I get hangnails, and it gets caught on things and it pulls, and I also get anxiety and I start biting and pulling and stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and clean that up. Next, I'm just gonna go ahead and file down my nails. I did have some growth on like my nails, but my left hand is pretty jacked up still, as you can see. So I'm just waiting for like new growth to come in. I'm also doing a set like this, that way it can help me, you know, with like my nail pulling and stuff, and also like growing out my nails. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead, file down the nail tips, or well, my nails. Next, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my nail dehydrator. I was going to add primer, but like I want them to last, but not last too long. I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and add dehydrator on all of my nails. Alright, so then next I am going to go ahead and glue on these tips. Now, again, I normally glue on my tips with some base coat, but this time I am gluing on my tips with some nail glue. Once I have the tips glued on, I am going to go ahead and go in with my nail tip cutter, and I'm just going to cut these down. And then once I do that, I am going to go ahead and go in with my fine grit sanding band and my dust collector, and I'm just going to go ahead and remove the shine off the tip, also blending where I glued on the tip. Alright, so then next I am going to go ahead and apply base coat to all of my nails, and then once I have done that, I am going to go ahead and cure this for 30 seconds. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the polygel process. So, application, I mean. So I am going to go in with this bead, and it was a small bead. I was going to add more, but I just figured I'd work with what I got, and then my second bead, you know, like make it a little bigger. So I am going to go ahead and just, you know, work this on the nail, patting it from sidewall to sidewall, making sure that I keep everything even, and then, just drag and pull, honestly. Like, that's how I can describe, like, what I do. Like, I kind of pat it, but at the same time, like, I kind of pat and drag, I will say, is the technique that I do when I, apply polygel. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and work this first bead onto the tip. Now, usually, I make this a little bit thicker, like a little bit more polygel, but again, I am gonna go in with the second bead. So I just kept it as is. I tried to keep majority of the thickness around the tip area, that way I could just mainly work around the apex area and stuff like that. But yeah, so once I have my first layer like how I want, I am going to go in with my second one. And this one, as you can see, it's more into like a ball shape. I am pushing the polygel inwards, like in towards the cuticle area. Not too close to the cuticle area, but yeah, because like the flooding and all that. But yeah, once I have the apex how I want it, I am going to start dragging the rest of the polygel down, the nail. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it for, the polygel application. It's pretty simple. It's the same one I've been doing for like ever. But yeah, I'll let you guys enjoy some of this polygel application, and then I will come in and chit chat with you guys, like just talk about my life. So I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys didn't mind my last video on Sunday. So when I was editing that video, we were leaving to Reno on Thursday. So like Thursday afternoonish, that's when I was editing, and I was gonna post on Friday or Saturday, but honestly, like, it was just too much going on. Not only that, I wasn't getting much service and stuff, and then like, I don't know, just a lot of things weren't happening. So I was like, you know what, I'll just do it when I get back from vacation. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I did want to post a video, and I did want you guys to see, like my vacation nails and stuff. If you guys do want me to review those nails, let me know, because I have a few things I want to say about these nails, like good and bad. So yeah, so if you guys want me to do like a little review video, I would be so down to do something like that for you guys. But yeah, so we left on Wednesday night because we went to go stay at my grandma's in like the Stockton area. So we went over there and we spent the night, had, you know, breakfast with her. I had to work and stuff, and then after work, that's when I took off to Reno. And yeah, I don't know, it was just lots of fun. Honestly, a well-needed vacation. We also went on vacation because it was spring break, for one. And then, 2, we haven't been on a vacation, and I just felt like we really needed it. Like, the family needed it. And then 3, it was my son's football game. They had a football game out there in Reno. So we, again, just decided to make it into a family trip / you know, football trip and stuff. So yeah, it was lots of fun. Me and some of the football moms got together. If you guys are following me on my Instagram, you guys saw the activities that were being, you know, that were happening. It was lots of fun. Honestly, it was very fun hanging out with moms, you know, that like are in the same boat as you, like kind of get like everything you go through, like when it comes to sports. Like, you know, people think that like we complain and stuff, but it's not complaining. It's just like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just know that yeah, I don't know, like a lot of people don't get like the sports life. And if you're a sports mom or sports dad or just in sports in general, like it's a lot. Like it's a lot to tackle, you know, but it's so much fun. Like it's so much fun seeing like your athlete out there, like just doing his or her thing. Like, I don't know, it's just awesome. So yeah, it was lots of fun. I legit had fun. It was a much needed vacation. On Thursday, it was just all about the kids. Like, you know, when we got there, we had the kids like pick whatever they wanted, do whatever they wanted, like, you know, cause yeah. And then Friday, the same thing, cause I was like, you know what, Friday night, mommy's going out. And you know, it like I said, it was really refreshing going out with people, just like, yeah, you know, like every now and then, yeah, cause I don't normally go out. Like honestly, I stay at home every weekend. Like I'm with my kids every weekend. There's nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, I felt like I needed like a little break, you know what I mean? But yeah, but that was it. And then I was gonna post these nails, but I don't know, I just felt like the other ones were just much more easier to edit and stuff. So yeah, and then plus I was in the car too, and like the kids were being loud and just, yeah. So yeah, here are my other Reno sets. I honestly had like no idea what I wanted to do, but anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna let you guys finish out this polygel application. Alright, so next is time for the nail art. So for this nail art, I legit had like zero idea on what I wanted to do. Like I legit had no like plan or anything. I just legit winged it. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that French tip. And this French tip is the one that has kind of like the circle in the middle, if you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna do like the outline and then fill everything in. You'll see what I mean by this French tip, but yeah. So then next I am gonna go ahead and do this full cover like nail like with this red. And the reason why is because we are going to be doing like a I think I said it right, tortoise shell. So that's what we're doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure this for 30 seconds, and after I have cured for 30 seconds, I am gonna go ahead and go in with Mia Secret's blooming gel, and I'm adding like a decent amount onto the nail because I want to make sure that everything is covered and it spreads out like nicely when I apply this black. Now I forgot to mention, but these gel polishes are from Born Pretty. I have used them before, like when I did the other tortoise shell. So yeah, so I don't know, and I also want, I was gonna do orange or yellow, but kind of was feeling this red. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place these random dots, like just randomly. They don't have to be perfect. So once I do that, like this black was like a sheer black, and it was like perfect for like this design. So next I am going in with Perfect Black by Madam Glam, just to give it that more of a like definition, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that, and then I am gonna clean the sides and all that, and then cure for 30 seconds. Also, I forgot to mention, make sure that you apply one more coat on top of like the nail design. That way, it gives it that like super deep look. Okay, so now for this part, I wanted to do something different. I haven't seen it, and if you guys have, like, I don't know, I have never seen this, but I am applying blooming gel like just where I painted the red. And then next I am going to go in with my dotting tool and basically create like the tortoise design like onto, wherever like the blooming gel is at. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. And then I am applying a little star in the middle of it. My pinky and my thumb are going to be the same, and my ring finger and pointer finger are going to be the same. The only thing that is different is going to be the middle finger. Alright, so for my middle finger, I am going to be applying this color again onto the nail. Now, for this finger, I do end up doing 3 coats, and the reason why is because I wanted it to be very dark. Like, I was gonna leave it 1 coat, but then I was like, nah, and then I did 2 coats, and I was like, nah, like, it needs 1 more. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 coats. Each time I did cure for 30 seconds. And yeah, by the 3rd time, like, I really loved how, like, it looked. So yeah, so then next I am going in with this sponge, and I am putting white just around, like, the nail. I'm not trying to create that, like, aura effect that much. I was going to, but honestly, like, it wasn't coming out. But I did like how it made it look, because I do end up kind of wiping it off a little bit, and there is still, like, white left onto the nail, so it did give it, like, a little bit of definition. But yeah, so the next I am gonna go in with my black, and I'm just going to be making random dots onto the nail. And then once I do that, I am gonna go ahead and cure for 30 seconds, and then I am going to be doing this 3D flower. And for the 3D flower, I am gonna be doing a 5 petal flower. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it for this finger right here. I hope you guys have been enjoying this video. I honestly didn't know what to do. It was so last minute. I legit had like 2 hours to do my nails, and like, yeah, I don't know. I was just really in a time crunch. Like, you just know, like, you know, like the week or the few days before you go on vacation, and just everything just seems so like, like, yeah, that's how I was feeling, you know. This day I started, so I did my right hand on Monday, and then I did it, that's like my left hand, like, I started it right, but I never got to like really finish it. Like, I had gotten just the base, and like I shaped and filed and stuff, but I didn't have like the like design or anything. So I was like, okay, well, you know, it was already late when I started my nails. It was like around 8, or no, it was 8. It was like around 10, and like 9, 10, and like I didn't finish my right hand until like 11ish or so, and then I started doing my left hand, and it was already getting late. I had work the next day. Thank God the kids were on spring break, so that's why I was like, you know what, like, I'm gonna just stay up a little later than, you know, past my bedtime, because girl, my bedtime is 9:45, so I was way past my bedtime. But yeah, again, I hope you guys like are enjoying this video. And yeah, like, I don't know, I really liked this color, like the red tortoise color. I feel like it was just really, really nice. Like, I like the brown one too, and the orange one, but I don't know, I felt like I wanted to do more of a reddish color for this trip. Like, I don't know, I just felt like red was it, you know. And I ain't even gonna lie, like, I am so happy that I chose red, because, like, you know, like, red for like look and live and all that stuff. So yeah, I will say that I got pretty lucky on the tables. The first night I came up, I was playing POLYGEL and I almost got natural straight. I don't know. Apparently it was like really good. It was like 5 of a kind, like in a straight, and then like the same like shape, you know. And I had gotten that, and like yeah, I could have gotten paid out. I mean, I still got paid out, but like I could have gotten paid out a lot more if I had placed the bet, but I didn't. But you know, I think like overall I did pretty okay, you know, gambling wise. We didn't gamble much because, you know, we had the kids and like, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'll let you guys be. And this is how the nails came out. I really love how these came out. I'm not even gonna lie, like I did get a lot of compliments when I was like at the tables. They're like, oh my god, your nails are so pretty, or like just random people would tell me like, you know, how pretty my nails were. I really love them. I love how these came out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for, you know, like staying to the very end, taking your time out of your busy day to watch my video. You know, it truly means the world to me. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye.